Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for August 2022. This is for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread for your reading, but I also use astrology and my guides to bring a lot more clarity and to get a little bit more specific with what's going on for you. Now, my readings tend to run a little bit longer because I do the Celtic cross spread and I treat the readings as if it is a personal reading. So it's not just like a general for all. I do get messages that come through. So we're going to have a lot of fun because August, Aquarius, it's a big month, all right? I won't be surprised if there's a lot that comes up. Listen, I put all the key dates in my description if you want to follow along astrologically. I'm not going to bring too many things up. I mean, there is so much happening. Mercury going into his domicile in Virgo. We have that full moon in your sign, all right, Aquarius, on August 11th, all right? Expect changes. And when I say expect changes, I'm saying that with a lot of emphasis because the sun is squaring Uranus that day, okay? Uranus is your ruling planet. Venus is entering Leo that day. It is a loaded day, but again, listen, I'm not going to get too much into the astrology now because, as I do with my monthly readings, I do a card a week at the end, okay? Just to give you a little bit more clarity, a little bit more insight into what to expect for every week of August. Now, this is in addition to the weekly readings that I do for every sign, every week, okay? It's because I love you, all right? Aquarius, Sun and Rising, my little rebels, my little rebel, independent, innovative, creative, what else is, y'all are everything. Y'all are everything. Aquarians are everything. I love y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. I've given this a really good shuffle. Again, big month. All right, so Aquarius, I do the traditional Celtic cross spread. It is what I said earlier is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading, you know where to find me. Secondly, Aquarius, if this is your first time to my channel, it would be so great if you like and subscribe. It is what helps my channel grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are a subscriber, you know I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me every week. I really appreciate it. I love your comments. You really make my day. Now, Aquarius, when I say this is a big month, it is a big month. Look at your spread. I'm going to bring the cards up one by one to the screen, but wow, we are moving, aren't we? There's some stuff happening too, okay? Okay, wow. Just before I get to what's going on here, when you look at the descriptions of the key dates, there are some oppositions this month, okay, with Mercury, and you're going to feel it, all right? Just to let you aware of that, all right? That full moon in your sign, you're going to feel it. Let's get started. We're starting off with the Page of Wands. I love the Page of Wands. Now listen, the Page of Wands, I call him the dreamer of the tarot deck, okay? You look at him. How adorable is the Page of Wands? With his little cape and his tunic covered in salamanders that eat their own tails, all right? A lot of transformative energy here. There could have been something new that you started, all right? There could have been something new you started or some shiny new object that you were just like, what is that? I want it. Do you know what I mean? Like in terms of job, in terms of career, in terms of relationship. It really just, figuratively for something new. Now, look at him compelled with a wand. All right, he's looking at it. He's like, I love this thing. I'm going to make it grow. I'm going to use all the magic in the world to build what my dreams are made of. Now, you can also see the barren landscape here, Aquarius, okay? What I love about this is that the page, he's a newbie. Sure, he's not yet a knight, king, or queen. Newbie, new energy, all right? Out of the minor arcana, he ushers in a lot of change, okay? Second to the ace. So, that barren landscape, you have the power, Aquarius, to build, all right? To make it all fertile, to make it all green, all right? Trees, birds, microwave ovens, whatever you want in there, Lamborghini, doesn't matter. You have your eyes on the prize and you want to build, okay? I think there's a lot of Aquarians who want to get a new job, all right? Or who want to take on a new role, or maybe set up a new side project. You have so many ideas, okay? And y'all, like I said earlier, so innovative. I have so much faith in you. Now, here's the thing. You did get the 5 of Swords, okay? And the heart of your spread, all right? So, this is what's going to be happening for August, all right? Now, I did say we did have some oppositions, all right? We do have some squares, and we do have the Sun squaring Uranus, your Sun, on the day of the full moon in Aquarius, but let's talk about this, all right? So, 5 of Swords. What do you see going on here, Aquarius? You see battle, right? You see a man with 3 swords. Kind of an unfair fight. The others, they had 1 each, okay? You see that smirk on his face? Listen, this wasn't really fair, all right? So, here's the thing. In August, there could come a point where you'll be fighting, all right? And when I say fighting, I don't want you to think fist fighting. God forbid. I do not want you punching your neighbor, all right? All I'm saying is there could be a point where you are at odds with some people, all right? And these are the people that could be that are obstacles in terms of you building what you're dreaming of, all right? Building this path that you've created for yourself, okay? There could be some obstacles. Now, here's the thing. This is all about choosing your battles wisely, all right? Let's not get sucked into the drama, all right, this month. Now listen, the reason why I'm telling you that, Aquarius, is because y'all are really a bit rebellious, okay? I can attest to that. I'm an Aquarius, okay? So, if there is a situation that comes up this month where you feel a little heated, where you feel like you have to just say something to someone, or get into this argument, or feel like you're being challenged and you really want to lash out, no. You want to be the better person in this situation. You also want to be a better version of yourself, okay? So let's keep that in check, all right? Keep it in check, because when I say choose your battles wisely, like I really mean it, all right? Some things are just not even worth the fight at all, okay? Not at all right? So, another thing. You can see what's happening here. There's someone who's really close to the water, all right? That is water, by the way. A lot of people think it's like a wall. No, that's water, okay? Water is emotions, right? So, here's the thing. It could be an emotional challenge. And some of y'all, I'm getting a message, you're already going through it, or know it's coming, all right? Some of y'all are in that preparation mode, right? Like Khaleesi, when she gets her psychic energy and she's like, something's coming up, right? Listen, all you have to do, Aquarius, in these moments, all right? All you have to do is know and remember and realize the way that you react and the way that you approach a situation, if it's not in a good way, you could end up losing as much as the losers did, okay? Dignity, all right? This card is all about self-dignity, all right, Aquarius? So, keep that in mind, because you also got the 5 of Wands. Now, this is in your challenge area, the 5 of Wands challenging the 5 of Swords, okay? So, for the month of August, there may be some conflict, all right? Not going to lie. That's what Tarot says, and it could be an emotional month for you. But, especially with that full moon. We know full moons are emotional. Now, what do you see here? You see more fighting, but this is more, okay, this is mental, right? Suits, or swords, are the mental suit, right? This is career, this is ideas, this is enterprise. These are the wands, all right? So, you see the people arguing, they're fighting, they're not seeing eye to eye. There's a lot of different voices. There's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you get the 5 of Wands crossing the 5 of Swords, I want you to know, you need to be in the right headspace, okay? Now, funny that I brought up Game of Thrones, because look at the way that he's holding the swords, all right? You've seen Game of Thrones, right? When you hold a sword, and a sword is very powerful, there's a certain way to do it where you're authoritative, where you're powerful, where you're in control. Stay in control, Aquarius, all right? Stay in control. Because it's this conflict, which also could be internal too. There could be a lot of internal conflict going on too, where there could be a lot of dissonance, you know what I mean, in terms of career, okay? So, or in terms of the ideas that you want to do, in terms of the things that you want to unfold. And remember, you did get the Page of Wands, and you do want this new thing, but you do have an obstruction in the way in August, and all it takes is just being the better person in this situation. Hold your shoulders high. Just be that person that says, hey, why are we arguing here? This is getting us nowhere. Let's work together, all right? Because you know what comes after the Five of Wands is the Six of Wands. It's the victory card. Be that leader, Aquarius. Stand up. Be that person that says, nope, no fighting, no battling, no arguing, none of that. Let's work together, all right? We can do this, okay? Now, you did get the moon, all right? So you got the moon in your crown. So again, what I said earlier, some Aquarians may be feeling this already, or maybe feeling something brewing, all right? Some sort of challenge that you know it may be coming along. But listen, very emotional, okay? You can see that is one of the fullest moons I've seen in my life. In fact, eclipse energy, okay? Game-changing energy, but very emotional, all right? Now, emotional distress, sure, attached to the moon, okay? Fear attached to the moon. This is going through your crown, all right? And I got the message that there is, I think this came up in your reading last week or the week before, just not knowing yet what you want, okay? Not really knowing, okay? Now listen, I want you to trust yourself, okay? Even though the moon does come out sometimes to show that, listen, things may be a little bit emotional. You may be going through an emotional time. It's also telling you to trust your instincts, okay? Be in touch with your intuition right now, all right? You do see the two columns, the two pillars, whatever you want to call them, right? From the High Priestess card, a couple other cards right there. Be in control, all right? Tap into yourself right now, all right? Know that any emotional energy that you feel, or any emotional, let's call them challenges, all right, that you may have to go through in August, it's going to be good for you. You're going to need it, okay? You know why? It makes you stronger, okay? You learn from it and you grow from it, all right? Now listen, you see a dog and a wolf in this card, all right? So what does that mean? Evolution, okay? We need to evolve, and in order to evolve, we need to go through these emotional moments. Secondly, you see that little crayfish come out of the water? That's you, all right? Get out of your head a little bit, Aquarius. Get out of your head, because that's what's creating some of the fear, okay? And then when you create that fear, when you create that self-doubt, that energy brings this, okay? So I'm not saying that this is your fault at all. I'm saying that energy attracts energy, and we all know that. Listen, if you're a subscriber, you know I've talked about energy. You know I've talked about how Albert Einstein himself said, everything is made of energy. Nikola Tesla himself said everything is made of energy. Go through any physics book, go through any chemistry book, go through any history book. I mean, we can talk about energy down to its molecular level. We all vibrate at a certain frequency. It is why criminals and murderers are not within your orbit, because they vibrate at a different frequency than you do, all right? So when you have fear and self-doubt, you know, those kinds of energies, it lowers our frequency, all right? When you have feelings of joy and happiness and looking forward to the future and optimism, it raises our energy levels, all right, Aquarius? So this is why I want you to do that, and this is why I want you to remember that is because you pulled the world. All right, you pulled the world in your root of your spread. And so what that means, listen, the world turns. We all know that. Just like our lives, cycles, okay? All goes in cycles, right? And so you're coming to the end of like a chapter in your life, okay? And you feel it, and I know you feel it. I know you feel it. And that's why there's a lot of that energy of like, what's next? Is this really what I want to do? Or how do I make this better? You know, like you are, listen, Aquarians are so future forward. Now, you got the world in the root of your spread. That's good, all right? We know what you want. You want this new beginning. Not even a new beginning. You want this next phase to start happening, all right? There was like just, maybe there was, let's call it momentum, okay? There was this momentum, but now you're like, listen, I want a freaking tsunami now, all right? I don't want the momentum. I want a tsunami, okay? So that's really good because you appear here, you know, the four fixed sign, you're a fixed sign, you know that, right? So four fixed signs, right in the corner of the card. A lot of stability, okay? And four, let's talk about the number 4. Great number, okay? Order, stability, all right? Support. Now, 4, how funny, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, 4, all right? Moving forward in all 4 aspects. Now, Knight of Pentacles is in your future, and I love this, Aquarius, and I want you to love this, all right? We love the Knight of Pentacles, okay? He may be the most boring out of the knights, you know what I'm saying? But I love him for that, because you know why? Listen. Sitting on his horse, looking at that pentacle, all right? So, what does that mean? He's calculating. He likes to do things in a way that's strategic, okay? He likes to see his path unfold. He likes to see his harvest grow, all right? This is great energy. You see all that yellow, right? You see all that yellow. A lot of joy, a lot of freshness here, okay? It's a knight, all right? Very active card, okay? Bound to earth. Pentacles are earth, okay? Tangible realities, but money, all right? So, in your future, Aquarius, money, all right? You're going to see something grow, and in a really good, gradual way. And you're going to see it in a way like think about stocks, right? When you invest in something, when you invest in stocks, obviously you're not going to see like growth overnight, right? Slow and steady, all right? That's the progress, okay? I love that for you, all right? There's something in your life you want to see grow now, all right? And it's something that you really appreciate, something you really appreciate in your life, okay? And if it hasn't come yet, you'll find it. It's coming, all right? Remember, you got the Page of Wands, ending with the Knight of Pentacles. I love that for you. It's just showing that your head's in the right place. You have these brilliant ideas. You're going to see it come to fruition, okay? Aquarius, I love that. Just remember, none of that moo moo mama mama mima moo. All right? None of that conflict, all right? Now let's get to your staff. Aquarius, listen. When I say August is going to be a big month, listen, it's going to be a game-changing month. In fact, it is going to likely be one of the biggest months of the year for you. All right? One of the biggest months of the year. Now, let's get started. You pull the King of Swords, okay? Listen. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about the King of Swords for a second? This is basically your card, all right? This is basically your card, all right? Listen, swords, air, king, air. This is very, very powerful, all right? Mental suit, all right? Now listen, if I have any advice for you right now, if I have any advice for you for August, Aquarius, claim your throne. You deserve it, okay? You deserve it. Listen, you know why he's sitting in that throne? All up here, okay? It wasn't because, he paid for a spot. It wasn't because it was handed down to him, from legacy. It wasn't for any of that. He, smart, cunning, intelligent, powerful, all right? Powerful. Power. You cannot sit in a throne like this without having the smarts, okay? Now, two other things. Remember how I was talking about holding a sword. Look at the way he's holding the sword. So much power, so much authority. Secondly, the only king that looks directly at you, okay? Out of all the kings, he looks directly at you. You know what that means, Aquarius? Nothing to hide, all right? You have absolutely nothing to hide. All your truth are confronted, okay? Listen, you are in a really good place. Also, you can see his head above the clouds too, all right? No muddled clarity at this point. You've got your vision. You know how to lead. Lead, all right? You've got this. This is amazing. This is truly amazing, and I really love that for you now. You got the Ten of Cups, okay? Now listen, Aquarius, I want you to do one thing, all right? The Ten of Cups came up in your external factors area. What does this mean? It means this whole chapter, remember you got the world, so you're ending one chapter of your life, you're moving on to the new chapter in your life, okay? You got the Ten of Cups, so what does this mean? It means this chapter in your life will come to an end in the best way possible, all right? 10 is the end, all right? Culmination, okay? This is a card of pure joy, happiness. You see the rainbow, right? The only rainbow in the tarot deck. What does it mean? Promising future. Secondly, you see the 10 full cups here. Where are they? They're in the rainbow, okay? Now, look how high they are, all right? They're above our heads. Spiritual alignment. Happy family, happy home, happy life. This is it, all right? This is it. This is what you wanted, and it's coming. It came in your external factors area, all right? Don't sweat it this month, all right? As long as you are cool about any sort of challenge this month, you're good. You're good. Look at this. There's a lot of new energy, a lot of new freshness. Now, you got Temperance, all right? You're looking for that balance. Not gonna lie, you're gonna find it, okay? It's actually a big hope of yours, all right? I think that you're looking for a little bit more balance in your life. I think you're looking for a little bit more, at the end of the day, everything in your life, and I want you to do this, Aquarius, I want you to do this week, this month, okay? The Temperance, formerly, we used to call her the alchemist, all right? Now I'm going to give you a modern analogy, okay? I call her the bartender, all right? You see her mixing the water from the two cups? Okay, the reason why I call her the bartender, when you're a bartender, when you're making a cocktail, you don't just throw all sorts of liquors and spirits into a drink. You measure it out, right? It's all about that balance with all those ingredients, all right? To have the best outcome for a cocktail. Now, because this is what you want, I want you to think about what you need to balance out your life, all right? What do you need more of? What do you need less of? Give it a thought this month, all right? You can also see her foot, all right, in the collective unconscious there. Hey, you're in touch, okay? But one thing I'm going to point out, testing the waters, okay? So you don't have to rush into anything. Things are happening at a pace that you love. Just know when you have that balance, it's like a chef's kiss, all right? Now, I would actually do the thing, but I'm not good at it. Chef's kiss, mwah. See, I'm not great at it, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, my favorite thing for you, Aquarius, you got the Death card, all right? Listen, I'm not going to lie. This came in your final outcome area. And I don't want you to be afraid of this. This doesn't mean literal death. All right? This is my favorite card. Okay? Transformation. You're going through the process of transformation. Okay? This is the final outcome. Expect it. All right? Two things about the death card I'm going to point out. One, you can see the white rose in the flag. You can see the horse is white. A lot of purity here. Okay? Second thing, look real close. What do you see coming out on the horizon? The sun. All right? The most powerful symbol, not only in tarot, but in the world. All right? The sun. All about abundance. Okay? You, me, the billions of people on this planet, the earth, the plants, we're all alive because of the sun. That's how powerful the sun is. Okay? Rarely shows up. Outside of the sun card, rarely shows up in other cards. The third thing, I know I said I was going to point out two things, but I'm going to point out one more thing. You see the man on the horse here, skeleton, okay? First of all, he's in armor, fully protected. You have full protection, all right, through this transformation. Secondly, it's a skeleton. What out of our body endures the longest, Aquarius? You're right, it's the skeleton. Long shelf life here, almost eternity, okay? So, this transformation, think about it, death. What is death? It's just a point in time, all right? You see the dead king, the common people, all in the same place. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you're Brad Pitt or Millie Bobby Brown. Everyone goes through change. Everyone goes through transformation. Yours is coming, all right? In August, yours is coming. I love this. I love this for you. Aquarius, you're going to have a very transformative month. You are honestly, actually, you know what? You are in the process of transformation, all right? You are in the process of transformation. You may be going through an emotional month. There may be a lot going on for you. Now, I am tapping into my guides. I am getting the energy that there is a lot happening in your head. There's a lot of weight on your shoulders. But listen, this is the moment where things are going to change. August is going to change, okay? Now, listen, as I promised, I do a card a week, okay? First week of August, we know Mercury is going into Virgo. Mercury is going into its domicile, its home planet, or its home sign. We like that, all right? We love that, all right? So, Aquarius, first week of August. Yes, you got the Ten of Swords. Listen, another card that looks grim, but I'm not going to lie. Remember how I was just saying that you had a lot going through your head? A lot of weight on your shoulders? You got the Ten of Swords. This is all about burden. This is to the point of like, I can't go further anymore. I've gone through way too much, okay? I'm burnt out to the point of literally can't move. All right. Poor young man, right? Is he dead? Who knows? All we know is, yes, he's being impaled by 10 swords, okay? But what else do we know? We know A, the dark clouds are clearing. B, the sun's coming out. What did I say about the sun? Okay. C, hand in the form, the hand gesture of the Hierophant, wisdom. All right. So what does that mean? Think of the swords as aligning his chakras. All right. Rebirth. All right. Never have to go through this stress or burden again. You're entering a very transformative phase in your life. Now, again, 10 is the end. 10 is the end of the suit. All right. So that's really good. You're going to feel that in the first week of August now. Second week of August, wow, big week for you, all right? With that full moon in your sign, in your first house, identity. Now listen, Aquarius, we also know the sun is squaring Uranus, all right? Something unexpected could come up, but we also know Venus is entering Leo. I love it. That's good. I love it. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Abundance, financial success. Her entire gown is covered by the symbol of Venus. Hello, Venus going into Leo. Listen, I'm not going to lie. This is a lot of abundance here, okay? A lot of abundance, all right? 9, fulfillment. Now, this is showing that you're on the right path. This transformation is going to be big for you, and things are going to be really good for you. Now, Aquarius, third week of August. What's going on? Oh, God. Third week of August, Aquarius. I can't believe I didn't mention this in the beginning of the reading. Mars is going into Gemini. Aquarius, that's huge. Okay, 2 reasons why it's huge. 1, Mars only spends about 2 months in a sign, okay, before it moves along. Mars in Gemini, 7 months. 7 freaking months. It's because some of those months it'll be retrograde, okay, but guess where Mars in Gemini is? That's your 5th house of love, all right? So, are we going to start seeing love for you, Aquarius? Hell yeah, we are. It's Mars, the action planet, okay? So, man, Aquarius, I can't even. Also, remember, if you saw my past readings, all that activity in Leo right now, all right? Your 7th house of partnerships, okay? So, 3rd week of August. Oh, gosh, you got the 7 of Wands. Now, again, I don't want you to freak out about this. Don't. You know what this means. Look at it really closely. It looks like he's fighting. It looks like another challenge card. It's not. Okay? And the reason why I say that, it's more defending himself. Why? What did I say earlier? 6 of Wands is the victory card. It's a success card. It's the public recognition card. This comes after that. So, when we have success, when we are victorious, when we get public recognition, some other people get jealous and they come after us. So, this means you've gone through victory and success. And now people are coming after you because they're jealous of you. Okay? So, essentially, it's a good card. 7 really is, at the end of the day, desire, right? Our desire to be resilient, our desire to hang on to everything that we fought for. That's where that challenge is coming in, by the way. All right? From the 5s. Remember, stand your ground. Be the better person. Aquarius, you got this. Now, the last week of August is the sun at that point is in Virgo, okay? And we have that new moon in Virgo. All of that is, where is that? Your 8th house, okay? Shared resources, but also endings. Aquarius, this is love, all right? Remember when I said shared resources? Listen. When I say shared resources, that can be anything from like bonuses and commissions and even investments, but it's also like partner salaries. So you could be like getting married, you could be getting engaged, you could be sharing your resources, all right? Pulling them together now, all right? There could be a lot of love there, okay? Also, there could be just a lot of love coming in. This is the love card, very fiery, all right? Very fiery. And I mean, you see that, the lion above them, right? Very fiery in terms of love, okay? This is almost like soulmate, twin flame energy. Remember, Mars is going into Gemini, all right? And when I say endings, it could be the end of you being single. Also, listen, because that's your 8th house. Also, listen, the end of you being in a relationship where you've been wanting to get married, it hasn't happened. It's going to start happening. Listen, Aquarius, I love you so much. You have a big month ahead of you. This challenge thing, everything is great, okay? You have this new, you're ready. You're just basically ready for this transformation. You're ready for this new way. You're ready for to take on this new step, new phase in your life. You are going to have complete joy, all right, coming out of this cycle. And it is a definite cycle you're going to go through, definite transformation. You're definitely going into the next stage. But look, you have all that challenge in the middle of it. You know what it is, Aquarius? All it is a test from the universe. And I know that you can ace it. Aquarius, I love you, all right? I love you so much. That's why I do these like 5-hour readings. Oh my goodness, I need to cut back on that. Aquarius, I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. I am the whole like and subscribe thing. If you can do that, that would be amazing. And I love all my Aquarians, my little rebels. I will see you next week. Bye bye.